Hello, we are Weat, and our project is intended to help an individual or a group of people decide on where to eat. Now, here's the start screen. As you can see, we have our logo as well as the sign up and sign in buttons. So let's sign up here. Um, we can make the name Tobias. The password is something very secret and secure. We'll confirm once again, and then we'll sign in. Now we'll be brought to the main page where you can see we have an assortment of buttons.
We'll first click on the profile page where you can see your own username, as well as a nice GIF of a bunny and a surprise button that you'll have to try on your own time. And then next, we'll click on the home page button on the top left corner and bring ourselves back to the main page. Next up, we'll click the button for an individual ranking and be brought to our search page. Here, we can set the radius, number of restaurants we want to rank, which ranking style, type of restaurant, and location. For the ranking style, we will choose brackets, and for the type of restaurants, we'll just include all. Finally, for the location, you can click on our interactive map or directly enter a location through the search bar. And now we'll click search to be brought to our bracket. Here, we will see two choices. We can click on the cards to bring us to the backside where we can find information on hours, location, rating, reviews, menu, and direction. Once we've decided which location we would prefer to eat at, we can click the green check mark to select it as the winner of the head-to-head. Then we can go through the bracket, which we'll just speed through. Once we're done ranking, we'll see the winner of the ranking, as well as where each of the restaurants ranked.
Now we'll be exploring rounds. Here we'll set the room as a host. And share the link with our guest. Once the guest has joined, we will start the rankings. Note that each individual can work at their own pace, meaning people don't need to complete their rounds simultaneously. Also note that users who aren't signed in can still enter the room as a guest. Finally, if the user wishes to leave for any reason, there is a button to do so.
We'll now be exploring the features offered when in a group. We'll have both parties complete their ranking, and if a player finishes early, they will be routed to an immediate waiting room if the system detects that other users are still completing their rounds. The app also has a progress bar to show how far along the group is in completion. At the end of the rounds, the final scoreboard will look like this. When everyone finishes, the scoreboard will now look like this. Well, and this is the champion, which only shows the final winner.
As for technical details, we use bcrypt for password hashing to ensure that they would not be stored in plain text. We use JWT in request for authorization, and the searching for restaurants in your vicinity of a certain type was done with the Maps API. Also, the checkboxes for selecting the type of eatery were done with the types with which Google Maps labeled restaurants. Finally, sockets were used with Node.js and Express for handling real-time events. While HTTP requests require constant polling, WebSockets establish a bidirectional persistent connection between the client and server to allow for instant updates when the user updates state.